This is my personal finance manager app. It's in Python and a command line interface to interact with a Firestore database to store expenses and incomes and all of that to track someone's personal finances. So here's the initialization for Firebase, Firestore. And then in this function, it's to sign up because this program uses user authentication to tell which user is using the program. So this function is to sign up and create a new user. It sends a post request to Firebase to create an account. And then here's a login function, which sends a post request to Firebase to log in for a user that already exists. And then an add transaction function. Each transaction is stored as a dictionary with these 5 keys, and that is stored using Firestore. And then you can view all transactions, so you can see every income and expense that you've had. It goes through each transaction and stores it as a array, as a list, and uses tabulate to print that out in a nice looking table. Here's where you can update a transaction, so you can change the value stored at one of these keys, and then it will update that in the database as well. And you can delete a transaction and view the balance summary, so it loops through all of the transactions and totals up all of the income and expenses, and then the net balance between those two. And this function is to authenticate a user, so this is where the program starts up. Is it gives you the option to either sign up or log in to authenticate who's using the program. Then here's the main loop with the menu to choose one of those functions to execute. So we'll run this. We'll sign up a new user. So that creates a new account, and then you can add a transaction, do income, say 10,000 for a salary, monthly pay, or something like that. Then just do today's date. So that added a transaction, and then you can view it here. So each transaction has a unique ID that Firestore automatically creates. And so if you wanted to update that, I'll have to make this better in the future, a better way to do this, but you can copy and paste the ID, and then you can change one of those or any of those values that's stored. And if you don't want to change something, then you can just leave it blank and it leaves it as it is. So we'll leave that one. We'll change this to maybe, I don't know, maybe it's 8,000 actually. And then we'll just leave everything else the same. And if we view it, then you can see that it's updated that. We can view the balance summary, so total income and expenses. And then if we wanted to delete the transaction, we could delete it there. And same thing, I'll have to make this better in the future. And that's deleted. So then You can also switch to a different user. I created a test user to test this out. So you can sign in here. So you can see this is a different user. This is what I tested it out on. So it saves each user's different information. So that is my personal finance manager app.